I want to share with you a conversation that I had with one of my scalability students in our recent mastermind that I know that you're going to find so much value from. His question was, I'm finding myself wanting to start another Instagram page on something entirely not related to my niche or topic or business. Now, I think this is what you may be described as shiny object syndrome. How do I beat this shiny object syndrome and not go for something different for the sake of wanting to create something new? Now, my response to his question is this. First off, that is definitely shiny object syndrome. So, here is some tough love for you. Starting a new page feels like it's going to give you better results or quicker results or be a lot more fun. But what you're really doing is avoiding this discomfort of committing when the dopamine fades. It's not that the new account or topic or business is better, it's that you're simply bored and you're in the messy middle and you're craving movement. And it feels like something new might finally give you what you've been chasing. Again, that dopamine hit. But the truth is, you've already told me that you have a lack of time to run this business while also working full time and living your life. So, adding something else on top of this is only going to make more time more scarce. And the hard truth is that the result that you want comes from steady, non sexy, small daily movements day in and day out, long after the excitement wears off. I see this time and time again with people struggling to make their business work because they try to just keep doing new things and new strategies and pivoting and rebranding instead of just having staying power and sticking it out when things get slow. So don't be the person that doesn't hold a single commitment long enough to move through the discomfort of slow growth and actually let it work. You and your dreams are worth having staying power for. So what I want you to do today is ask yourself this question. What am I avoiding by looking to start something new? Often, what you're avoiding is the work, and it's the thing that doesn't feel fun, but what actually moves you forward. And it's the thing that you have probably kept putting off. So, that was my response to him. And what I want to add in addition to this conversation here before I close off this episode is how interesting it is that oftentimes shiny object syndrome comes up the most when we're not seeing a lot of movement or we're not hitting our goals or moving as quickly as we want to in our business. And I feel like it's our brain trying to almost protect us from what it feels is going to be failure, even though the work that we're doing is actually moving us forward. It just isn't showing us the results that we want to see yet. Just because it's not giving us that instant gratification doesn't mean that it's not working, is basically what I'm saying here. And so if you're feeling like, hey, I already have a lack of time in, to work my business and, I already feel like I have a lot on my plate, then you need to, anytime the shiny object syndrome comes up, come back to this question of what am I avoiding by looking to start something new? Because starting something new is only going to add more to your plate, not take things off of your plate. And also, it's just going to even more so delay the results that you were trying to achieve because now you're splitting your time between a lot of different things. And you are, instead of just buckling down and doubling down on the things that are actually going to move you forward. And the phrase that I love and bring myself back to so often in my business is the work is always working. It's either working on you or it's working for you. And so even if you don't have that instant gratification of, the sales that are coming in or, the Instagram growth following or whatever it is that goal is that you're working towards, it's still working. I promise you're still moving forward. And the word that I would love to leave you with is delayed gratification. I guess that's two words. A phrase that I would love to leave you with is delayed gratification. And how can we more embody that in our businesses and knowing that nothing happens on the time frame that we want it to happen, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen and it doesn't mean that we are not moving forward in our business. So with all that being said, I actually have a brand partnership post that I need to go out and create that I've been avoiding doing, and I've been finding new things or getting shiny object syndrome to fill my time with. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off of this podcast recording here and go ahead and walk the walk and not just talk the talk and get that brand partnership post created so I can check that off of my list instead of the little shiny object syndrome that I've been getting. So I will catch you on the next episode.